Welcome back. Have you finished?
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice our Restore Momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop Quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match. Precise, deliberate movements. Very good. I recommend practicing your new spell as much as possible, perhaps before you leave here.
Confringo! Arresto Momentum.
That's it. Keep it up.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Professor, do you have a moment?
Yes, what is it?
In class, I heard you mention the Toyohashi Quidditch team.
I did. The Toyohashi Tengu are from Japan. Dominant, known for their rigorous training. They practice near the Mahutokoro School of Magic, often battling both tempestuous seas and violent storms, in addition to each other. Tournament play is almost always easier for the Tengu than their training sessions.
I take it you're a fan.
Fan? I was being groomed to play on their team. And I would have been a Tengu, if not for a bit of bad luck.
I know that feeling. Some things are simply out of our control.
And some things are in it. I should have known better. I made my own luck. I was betrayed by someone I trusted. Myself. I did not see clearly and I paid a dear price. My best friend Asuka and I were being groomed to play on the team together. I as keeper and she as chaser. She was breathtaking. She once corkscrewed through 3 players and scored before they even turned their heads. But as tryouts for the Tengu got closer, she panicked. I did not realize the extent of her panic until it was too late. She wanted so desperately for both of us to play together that she had slipped Felix Felicis into our tea before we were to show them our skills.
Liquid luck? That's illegal, isn't it?
It is indeed. I knew within minutes that something was different. I had never played so well. And Asuka was playing more beautifully than I had ever seen. When I confronted her afterwards, she admitted what she had done. I withdrew from consideration immediately.
But it wasn't your fault. You didn't know about the potion in the tea.
It does not matter. My flying that day was not my own. I could not live with myself. So, I withdrew and explained to them why. I burned my broom in disgrace.
What happened to Asuka? Did she burn her broom as well?
Asuka played for the Tengu for 2 seasons.
You didn't report her? Tell them what she'd done?
Her fate was not mine to decide. My fate is in my hands, as your fate is in yours.
Thank you, Professor. I shall remember what you've told me. Revelio. Hello, Samantha. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
I am. I'm actually rather... Shall we begin?
Yes, I'm ready to play.
Then let's get summoning. Accio! Yes!
Accio.
How am I to top that? Accio! You'll have to do better than that. Accio!
Accio.
How am I to top that? How about that? I won! Good match. Care to have another go?
But of course.
Splendid! Yes!
Accio.
That was sensational! Accio! Yes! How am I to top that? Accio!
Accio.
How am I to top that? That settles it, then. After your poor show against Natty and Clark...
Don't say that, Samantha. You're a fine player.
Well, that's very kind of you. Let's just say if I'm good, then you're better. I happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no shy opponent. Best of luck.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Protego! Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl. What, should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got yourself into?
Hello again, Adelaide.
Still nothing, I'm afraid. I'd be grateful for any help you could provide. As I mentioned, he'd planned to set up camp north of here.
Let's get this over with, shall we? I have things to do.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most... be included.
Seems like a quiet night.
Revelio.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft. I would say that Irondale is not appropriately named.
This place has seen better days.
Might I remind everyone that a wizard's sharpest tool is his...
Petrificus totalis. Incendio.
Who taught you that?
Glacius. Arrest them. Descendo. Accio. Propendo. Depulso. The beasts are safer now. Revelio.
Betting on the dragon fights was the best decision I've made yet. And where did I set my traps? Was it lower or upper Hogsfield? They come after me. I'll stick 'em like a nogtail. Nothing to poach in Arrynshire except spiders. Not worth the trouble, if you ask me. If we can't even agree on something amongst ourselves, how on earth are we to forge a plan to Oh.
Petrificus totalis.
They come after me, they'll rest in 10 graves.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Petrificus totalis. Revelio. Not my fault you're a deadly great spider. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. This could be the Acromantula cave Mr. Adley mentioned. So this is the infamous absconder. So this is the infamous absconder. Confringo. Confringo. Defendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus! Defender! Accio! So this is the infamous absconder. Incendio! So this is the infamous absconder. Accio! Flipendo! Confringo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Incendio! Defender! Confringo! Incendio! Defender! Confringo! Incendio! Defender! Incendio! Confringo! Confringo! Defender! Now that's taken care of, I need to find the heirloom for Milo's daughter. Incendio! Confringo! Rebellio! I need to bring this heirloom back to Mr. Adley. Confringo! It's like a place right out of a storybook.